Welcome back to Florida TRD. I'm bringing you another detailing video. We get a lot of people ask us how to maintain these flat black plastic surfaces on their pros, or the trim that goes around the mirrors and different pillars and whatnot. So I'm going to show you that right now. As you see, this one's covered in a pretty good amount of bugs and has a decent amount of dirt staining. I'm not sure if the camera's picking up on that, but I'm going to show you how to clean this properly right now. So the first thing we want to do is cool it off. Right now this trim piece is pretty hot to the touch. It is workable right now, but we want to cool it off. So got the hose, we're just going to cool it off real quick. Alright, so now that we've cooled it off, we're going back to our Automagic 777 all-purpose. Now you have to be very, very, very careful with this. This is a flat plastic surface. You do not work this properly, you will smoke your plastic trim, so we're not liable for that. So all we're going to do, 1, 2, just a real quick mist, straight to our wash mitt, and start working it. Most importantly, get a good coverage because the soap will help dilute the all-purpose, so you don't have to worry about it burning your finish. But it doesn't dilute it so much that it makes the chemical not really effective at cleaning the surface. All we're trying to do is prevent burning. These letters are very difficult to get clean in between, so we spend a little extra time doing that. Mind you, once I get this plastic trim prepped and set up properly, in the future it'll never be this hard to clean. You'll literally be able to make one pass with the wash mitt and it come perfectly clean. Alright, so still got some gunk here. You see that I'm using my nail, but I'm not pressing on it. I'm only pushing enough force to keep my thumb against the trim. That's a common thing. A lot of people say, oh, don't use your nail, don't use your nail. You can actually use your nail, just don't press down. Only give enough force to run across the surface of the finish, and you don't have to worry about damaging it. This is where a pressure washer comes in really good, because you'll actually be able to see the bugs that don't come off and use the degree of the head of the pressure washer to cut the bugs. Alright, so now that we've done that, now all we gotta do is dry it. We're gonna expedite the drying process with our friend air gun. Alright, so as you guys can see, it is already looking way better than it was just by really getting in there and cleaning everything thoroughly. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the chemical that I'm going to use on top of it and show you guys how to do that. Alright, so now I've got the chemical we're going to use, Plexus. Any of you guys that are big into the motorcycle world or anything like that, I'm sure you've seen this at your local motorsport store. It's very popular in the motorcycle world. I use it in the automotive world. I use it on everything because it just works that good. It's really good at creating like a protective barrier without leaving any silicone or any trash behind, and it's also anti-static, so you can use it on your interior and you don't have to worry about static charge drawing dust to it. Dust just lands on it and falls right off. Very good for the center console and stuff like that, for all those areas that get really dirty. Now how I do this is you can do it two different ways. You can spray it directly on the towel itself, which will prevent streaking and gobbing of the chemical, or you can spray it directly on the trim itself. I'm going straight for the trim. And then the first thing I do is I work my big areas first. I give them a wipe. I'm doing that so it doesn't gob up and look like dog shit. Because this stuff will leave kind of like a residue behind if you don't spread it out equally. So then after I do that, then I just use the edge of my microfiber and go in and detail these edges. So we get everything looking right. I know around the letters it looks a little sloppy, but right now we're just kind of doing what we did on the outside, just getting it to spread around, make sure that everything's clean, everything's equally coated in Plexus. So then when we flip over to our dry side and go for that kind of buffing effect, it cleans it up real nice. And then you just do the same thing for the letters. The clean section, you can just kind of use like a fluffy part of the towel. You don't have to get all crazy and use a sharp edge like I was doing before. There you go, guys. I think that's looking pretty good. Huge difference over how it was before. And if you could feel it, you feel that has like a nice slickness to it now. But as you can see, it's not oily. I'm not leaving any fingerprints or anything like that on it when I touch it. That's very important, because if you use silicone on this and roll it out in the sun, you have now committed to a lifetime of using silicone product on that trim piece, because it completely just commits that plastic to using it. Your back to blacks and all those are the exact same way. Use Plexus. Stay on top of it. Don't let it get bad, and you won't have to worry about it in the future. So ask and you shall receive. I show you guys how to do it. If you have any questions, please post it up in the comments. And if you haven't done so already, please like and subscribe. Thanks.